Which of the following domain name services database records maps a domain name to a list of mail servers for that domain? We have NS, SPF, MX, PTR. Well, what are any of these? NS is name server, SPF is sender policy framework record, MX is mail exchange record, and PTR is pointer. So let's first start off with NS, the name server. Simple one. It specifies the authoritative name servers for a domain. It basically tells other DNS, domain name service servers, where to find the actual DNS records for a domain. And it doesn't map any domain to mail servers. It basically is just telling names for the DNS records to grab to, or the servers to grab the records from. It's just naming. And then we have SPF, which is Sender Policy Framework Record. It's a DNS text file, and it records the list of mail servers authorized to send email on behalf of a domain, like an external domain, sending these emails to us. It's primarily used for email authentication, and it is for security, like to prevent spoofing. It's not for mapping a domain to its mail servers for delivery processing, though. It doesn't do that here. The MX, Mail Exchange Record. This one is specifically designed to specify the mail servers responsible for receiving email messages on behalf of our domain. It includes a preference value to indicate the priority of those mail servers, with lower numbers being preferred. So when someone sends an email to a user, and it's like user@example.com, the sending mail server, the guy over there, is going to query the DNS, the domain name service, for the MX records for our example.com, the domain, and it'll find which mail server to deliver the email to. So when it says which of the following DNS database records maps a domain name to a list of mail servers for that domain, it's going to be MX, which is the mail exchange record. It has a list, and it basically is responsible for receiving email messages on behalf of our domain. Now, let's lastly go over the pointer record. That's the PTR. So it's used for reverse DNS lookups. Remember when we talked about when we mapped a host name like google.com to an IP address 8.8.8.8? Well, this is just the reverse. It maps an IP address back to the host name. It's the opposite of an A record, which is going to map a host name to an IP address. It's not used for mapping domain names to mail servers. No, that's going to be MX, which is the mail exchange record. So again, NS is the name server, and it's basically telling the DNS servers where to go to find actual DNS records. SPF is the sender policy framework record, and it basically is for email authentication. MX is our answer, the mail exchange record, and it's specifically designed for mail servers to be able to receive email messages on behalf of the domain, and there's just a list of what's allowed in. Mail exchange record. Pointer is just for reverse DNS lookups. And a mail exchange record is our answer.